we'll go through like about cloud and the innovation in what cloud is driving. But I just like to open up that we are living in an eyeball economy. And the eyeball economy is where we actually miss an eyeball, you actually lose a business. And the reason why the eyeball economy is flourishing is because about the one person who's the customer. The customer is the person who actually drives business today versus in past where companies used to like talk about their product and you try to push their product no matter what you produce. But now with the technology at the center, right, all the empowerment has been given to the customer, and because of which the customer drives everything for your business. So he becomes very important, and the way he becomes very important is because of the technology, because we are living in an age where technology is driving everything. So today, if a company is not technology driven, it is heading towards not good leisure, I would say. So now in that world that you really look at it, we have to also like see that why this technology is driving ourselves and what is that cloud that brings to the world in the technology. Over the course of time, and I guess everybody would agree here, there was an incremental innovation in technology. But with cloud coming in, it is changing the way the fundamentals of technology work. It has actually changing the foundation how technology work. And in that aspect, what it is enabling businesses is to actually quicker time to market, quicker time to actually change things depending on the sentiments of your customers. So it is enabling things much quicker, and there are various examples of various businesses that are all over the place that are actually, certifying that it is the cloud that is driving that hard. Uber is a very good example of it. Now, if we have to really react to a sentiment of a customer, right, a sentiment could actually increase lots of load to your systems, and it is only cloud that could enable you do that. So what we believe, and we will actually talk about, is that cloud is the biggest innovator till date in the space of technology. And with that, I would like to open up this forum. Maybe I would like to start with Chander and talk about the innovation of this modern technology and how it is like disrupting the world.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity to really share my views on this piece of innovation. I think every one of us here today is impacted with the word digital. So let's see, what do we see at heart of digital? Like the core of digital lies in how you can reach your customers and with a lot of ease, irrespective of their geographical distances, irrespective of the volumes, and how you are able to, I would say, serve them so that you can get a customer delight. I think every one of us I call SMEs not as small, medium enterprises, I call them as smartly managed enterprises. Because there's a lot of flexibility which is available in a SME which are not available in large enterprises. So the key word is flexible. So I think that is a core strength of a SME. And what cloud offers you is a great flexibility. Because today, I think the age we are living in, we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow in terms of our data loads. Or you would have classically seen this demonetization thing, whereby suddenly there were loads of electronic data which got generated in a decision which was taken in a day. It is not possible for any organization which was surviving on say a cash bill. Suddenly you get a lot of electronic transactions coming in. It's difficult to procure hardware in such a short period of time. So cloud gives you a lot of flexibility in terms of scaling up and scaling down. Because I think what we need to be very careful about is our business cycles are not going to be same every time. So I think this is a question which is really comes at heart of it. Why should I make this investment today? So the answer is, whether you are going for any solution, you should have that power to take that decision whether you want to scale up or scale down. And tomorrow you might not require it, you want to even close it, so you do not keep on having unaccounted, unutilized asset with you. So I see cloud, whether you talk about mobility, social media analytics, you talk about IoT, which is buzzwords which are doing rounds in technology field. I think the heart of it is how you offer solutions which are flexible and can be rolled out in a very, very short period of time. So if you see around these all solutions, whether it's a mobile-based application or it's a IoT or it is social media analytics, the base is cloud in that. So most of the ERP companies also have already rolled out their offerings on cloud, because as I was hearing the other discussions earlier, either you be there or you will not be there. So they realize, those companies, the cloud is the way forward. And every organization, I'm sure, would have invested their little bit in cloud in a small manner. But going forward, I think it will be an essential part of your IT strategy. And I'm sure your respective IT heads or your IT managers would be guiding your organizations in a right path in terms of ensuring you are able to meet your customers' demands in a short period of time and in a very, very cost-effective manner. So I think this is my take on that.
Thank you, Chander. So, as you mentioned that it's a pay as you go, and the lead time to procure infrastructure and get it ready is one of the key points. What has been experience, Sanjeev, with you leading the various group in your organization? How this has actually propelled your business and accelerated that?
We started our career in 1999 or so. We used to have a server room which is of the size, the server used to be the size where the table we are sitting on the cross. Today the server rooms have reduced to half of it. The servers have reduced to even, I think so, 1/100th of it. The server is just a 2U rack, or it is a 2-inch, 3-inch server. So the technology has changed. The only point I would like to say is, for SME businesses, it is very really competitive one. We really have to do a cost reduction to remain into the market every day, to compete with the bigger players into the market, because who cut down their cost based on to a certain discount level or a thing. And the small businesses really have to fight against those big players. In order to do that particular thing, we really have to cut down onto our operational cost, our employee cost. Every day we have to do that. So cloud is one option where you are able to cut down onto the IT cost in a big way. Today, if you really move out your applications on a cloud, you don't have to invest into your IT in a big way, like that you have to have 3 persons, 4 persons to maintain onto your networking systems, servers, and all other infrastructure part of it. The applications are readily available, as you must have seen that Salesforce is there, the other tele software company, who is now a cloud-based company also. These people are ready with their softwares on a fly. You can today immediately adopt for the software, go and start running it. So today, with all the standard softwares available onto the cloud, people are able to do the changes within a couple of hours, and there is no disruption in your business. So I would say adoption of the cloud for the SMEs is really going to give them real benefit. So now with the cloud, whether your 50% join or 50% leaves the organization, you are able to provision the things within a couple of minutes. So that is the benefit of cloud, and I think so that is going to give benefit to everybody sitting in this room. Thank you.
I think one thing that is very close to our heart is how we are spending the money towards the IT, right? The infrastructure side. If you really look at it, the things that we used to go and buy servers, what are capex, but when cloud comes in, it's actually completely transform your spending from capex to opex, right? And Ashok, what do you think about this model that has changed from capex to opex? What is the benefit that an organization can reap from the change in the buying pattern?
If you look at how the SMEs are working, what are their principles, right? So SME, when I specifically refer to the MSME, so MSME cannot fight with the big enterprises very upfront. They have to adopt a different methodology. So what the principle generally MSME follow, that they start early, they fail early, they learn early, and they restart early. So these all early cycles are there. So everything has to be done on the fly, everything has to be done very fast. While doing this one, all these SMEs do not have much of the liquid money, or they are not a cash rich, right? They have the money in the hand, which is only required to them. Obviously, what happens, the money goes more towards the business than the IT.
Right.
Right? Always they says IT is an innovator. Let us know how much cost you can reduce and how much you can give the more productivity to us. In such a scenario, there is a no point or makes no sense that we do the server sizing, we procure the server, we pay entire server cost on first day, and then use that server for 3 to 4 years. And after 4 years, again we say these servers are age old now, we need to change. This was the scenario 5 years back. Now the scenario has changed. Right? Everybody wants how much time we need the server, give us. What is the concept of the service apartment? Right? Same. My MD given me the same example. Why the service apartment? Because I cannot buy. If I am going to the Mumbai, say for example 1 year, I don't assume that I will buy the flat over there and I will stay there. I will hire the service apartment. So what is benefit over here is happening whenever SME wanted to launch any product, SME wanted to go to the market, they don't have a time, they don't have money. Then what is best technology? Is the cloud. Cloud make their life very easy, especially the CIO, those are in the modern age CIO, those work more towards the business and less to the technology, has made their mind very free. So this is what the benefit of the cloud. So one is that you need not to invest into capex, so no risk. The day you feel you are failed, right? You need not to carry the all investment, right? You say, okay, now I failed, I want to restart. There is some new business model. Okay, this investment is not mine. I discontinue with the 1 month notice, 2 months notice, right? This what benefits are giving, and ultimately this is reducing the cost.
Yeah. And it also adds to the agility of the entire changing the dynamics, right? If let's say you go out and implement something, and for that you have bought something specific, and you want to like quickly change it, it's very difficult to your existing buy, whether it is of software or hardware. Cloud just not only give only the servers, but in the space of cloud you can actually buy services as well, right? And that's where I guess the agility and the flexibility comes in.